driver.
What up?
Resuming progression on the playlist.
Hi lol. My top fan. Alism. May I get her autograph? No. Full.
The tour starts now. Our archivist has documented the whole thing, so we can share with you here in Hawaii.
Focus on the A-game Dumas.
Which car you'll be driving in this playlist is related to our archivist journey. Get to the event tag and discover what our luxury car
Trash.
authority has in store for you.
Sorry. Don't respond to my MSGS in just farming exp. Okay, bye. I don't understand she going on. One day you will. Six-car hire. Yikes. Yay. You just flustered cuss him here. Yeah.
like it never happened.
TF was that? Time reversed. Yes. I hate this CSR. Never used it. You gave a breath a DA controller or something. No. TF was that. My brother's worse than me. You just went from trash to Max Verstappen. My drove good. Face holding back tears. Thanks. That final lap was crazy. Yes, sir. Restart, lil bro.
You know where to find me, driver. Tara speaking. May I help you? I have some suggestions you might find compelling. Tara speaking. May I help you? Okay, I leave you now.
It is the perfect car. Like we've studied it, people have studied it. It's the perfect length, wheelbase, the width is great, and the height of it in general is quite low. I think it looks super sporty and cool. So like, that just for me is what I would love one day to like jump in, race, and experience what my dad experienced when I was watching him on the tracks around Europe. Dreaming to be like him one day, winning European Championship.
Welcome back to Motorfest the podcast. This is the show where I get to talk to some of the most daring motorsport athletes for their passion for all things speed, wings and wheels. And if you haven't already tried it, you can actually listen in whilst you're playing the game, the Crew Motorfest from Ubisoft. My name is Becky Evans, and in this episode, I'm going to be chatting with an incredible pair of Swedish rallycross drivers, Timmy and Kevin Hansen. They're brothers, they're best friends, and in their cars, it's not hard to see that they are absolutely
New challenges unlocked.
experts maneuvering and jumping no matter what the surface is, rain, hail or shine. Born into a family of rallycross champions, this sport runs deep in their blood. Like putting on a glove, Timmy tells me, when I ask him what it feels like to drive his Peugeot 208, well, that's at least how easy they make it look. In this episode, I'll talk about their first memories as tiny spectators, soaking it all in and watching their families racing for trophies. We'll talk about ice driving with their school friends, we'll talk about old cars, new cars, and what their vehicles reveal about their personalities. And of course, we will cover some of the most heart-stopping battles of their careers to date. Let's start the show. Guys, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So let's just jump straight into it. You guys know each other better than anybody. So Timmy, what should the fans know about Kevin that they don't already?
Kevin's very outgoing. He's a very energetic person. You have to put the show on in every single way. He's very aggressive on track. He's currently second in the World Championship, so unfortunately for me, beating me at the moment. But we got one more round to do. But we're best friends off track. We're best friends on the track. I think that's what we're mostly known for on track, that we're able to work together in a way that's like you'd expect somehow teammates to do, to have each other's backs, but we are brothers, and to be able to race with your brother and fully wanting him to do well when we're going into turn one or the other way around as well, we're usually able to pull those team games off very well, and I think that's our biggest strength on track.
And Kevin, tell me something about Timmy that the world needs to know.
First one that springs to my mind is he catches things. Might sound odd, but that's his secret talent. You can throw something or something dipped off the table, he just catches it. It's unbelievable.
Well,
you have to, it's just he just grabs it. It's ridiculous skill to have, but.
Fifth of May difficulty T.
do-over.
All right, let's keep talking.
It's just like, just grabs it. It's ridiculous skill to have, but that's one of his skills. Something that not many people know. He's an
I feel like
excellent
people are going to throw
pizza.
things at him now.
I know. I
I
hope
guess
not.
they're going to be like, hey, Timmy. Like,
Could be quite entertaining, actually. He's also a great pizza chef. He has his own oven in the house, and of course he's a fantastic father. It's a really nice role model for me as a father, so that's a beautiful thing. And I think people always look at Timmy as calm and collected, loves analyzing things, takes his time on all sorts of things, very patient. And then, we can sometimes see a bit different Timmy on the racetrack when things doesn't go his way. If you're banging on the bonnets of other competitors, and he's a little bit energetic, so yeah, he has a few hidden genes.
now, I'm absolutely delighted to have you here. I mean, Rallycross to me is one of the most exciting motorsports. It's just, you get so much happening, all the different, surface changes, you've got cars flying everywhere. I mean, how did you guys originally get into this?
I think it was through our father, or it definitely was. Both our parents were racing. They met in the Rallycross paddock. Mom was racing when I was born, so I'm the oldest. And yeah, she became champion. She's the only female champion in '94.
I heard that. It's such an impressive thing, it's definitely in the blood for you guys. I mean, we'll get into it further into the podcast, but your mother, your father, both into rallycross, and now you've got two boys that now compete themselves as well.
Yeah, and I mean, Timmy, he was actually off to a little bit of a different path for a while. He wanted to go to circuit racing, did that for a couple of years, and was one of the best talent. I think he raced with some of the best Formula 1 drivers currently, but for me it was always, as I'm 6 years younger, it was rallycross for me. I was like, that's my dream, that's what I want to do. And after Timmy changed his career path to rallycross, we kind of matched our career timelines, and been racing now for I think maybe 8 or 10 years, so it's been amazing.
So guys, let's jump into it. This is a question that I've been asking all of my guests right now. In all seriousness, if you could be a car, a plane, a boat, or a motorbike, which one would you be and why?
I would be a top fuel drag racing car. Yes.
They're so cool, right?
Yeah.
I grew up watching drag racing. I get so excited because not many people know what top fuel is. Like these 10,000 brake horsepower, nitro, methanol, amazing machines. They'll do the quarter mile in 3 seconds. Kevin, the question to you, what would you be? Car? Bike? Boat? Plane?
I would be a car. I want to be a specific car. I want to be Lightning McQueen because that's just what I just love. Movie cars and he's just such an icon. So I would like to be Lightning McQueen if I could be a bit weird and cringe.
Ka-chow. No, I like it.
Ka-chow, yeah.
Timmy, I'll ask you first. Can you describe your cars? I mean, people listening to the podcast right now, they'll be playing the game. They can actually drive the Peugeot in the game. But can you describe the look, the sound, like what's unique about this vehicle?
It used to be a 600 horsepower four-wheel drive car, accelerate from 0 to 100 in 2 seconds, so it is very fast. And we race on small circuits, and basically the first one to the finish is the winner. Now, 3 years ago, we made the switch to switch out the petrol engine for an electric engine. So we got a big battery in the car, and we're actually getting almost 700 horsepower out of the electric package right now. We do have to pay with a little bit extra weight, but rallycross is so important to the start, like we said with drag racing. So the electric is giving that extra jump off the start line, and that's what we think.
Kevin, can you describe your cars for people that are listening right now, just even down to the livery? Like, I love hearing when people try and explain their livery. It's actually harder than you think.
Yeah, and that's in the end, that's my job to design the cars as a marketing guy in our race team. And I love liveries. I can speak about that all day. So our livery is a beautiful.
The tour starts now.
Strong red.
Our archivist has documented the whole thing, so we can share with you here in Hawaii his luxury chronicles.
Because the Hansen
Each car you'll be driving in this playlist is related to our archivist journey.
spin around for
Get to the event tag and discover what our luxury car authority has in store for you.
such a long time in rallycross, and we're basically like the Ferrari team of rallycross. When my father and my mother raced, or our father and mother raced back in the days, we're sponsored by Citroen, and obviously they are red, so the red color of the Hansen team is iconic. So we have half the car of red with the Hansen logos, the rest obviously the beautiful chrome Red Bull bulls on the front of the bonnet, on the side, on the roof, on the rear bumper, with that matte finish blue
We'll get it this time.
behind it. It's just stunning, and obviously to save weight and so we have stickers that covers the rear and front lights, so it's actually not real lights, so you can imagine it looks like a normal 2.8 that you would see on the roads, because that's what the car is based off. And then it's just widened by I think 20 centimeters, and a bit of aerodynamics. Got a rear wing that is adjustable and that is absolutely maxed out as much as we can within our limitations. And the difference between the two cars is on the front it says Kevin, on the rear, on the front of Timmy's it says Timmy, and I have a little bit more red here and there to tell the differences, because we actually experience a bit of problems with our spotters when we're both up in front in races, that they can't tell a difference between who is who when it's dusty and muddy, and all they see maybe is the roof or something like that. So we had to come up with some clever ideas how to change that.
I mean, Timmy, looking through Instagram, I found a picture that really highlights your deep roots in motorsport. It's a photo of you and your family at the Kinnekulla racetrack in Sweden, along with some, it's just really sweet. You said, win on my home track yesterday. It's so special to race where it all started for my family. I remember seeing my dad winning here when I was a kid with my grandparents working in the team. So it's no secret that you come from a car racing family, and it's obviously one of the reasons why you're here today. But I want to know about where your passion for rally first began. So take us back to Kinnekulla and your first souvenirs of driving cars with your family.
Yeah, it actually goes back to the day when I was born. So my mom was in hospital, and 2 days after I was born, Dad had to leave, and they were racing the European Championship on our home track there. Of course,
Guess who back?
to the race then. But it used to host the European Championship. It's just an iconic place for us back home here. And funnily enough, I'm 32 years old now. I'd never raced on that track.
Why so laggy?
So I got the chance last year to
Me
jump
go
into the
poop.
buggy, cross-country buggy. And tried to race the young guys who were there, and I actually managed to win. My son was there, family was there, all the friends were there. It was a beautiful day.
That is really lovely, isn't it? Especially when it's like a full circle moment. And then maybe even one day your own children. Like, do you think that would you take them there to race as well?
Yeah, my son has actually started the
Photo mod not lag.
We will go to the race this weekend, his second race.
That's so cool.
It's definitely full circle. He's driving Kevin's old go-kart,
So how's life?
if we want to be
It's
more
all about the
competitive.
material if he wants to
I know.
perform a winning. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, Kevin, your father's 2003 Citroen Zara holds a lot of importance to you both. This is once how you described it, I found this. It said it was a classic because it was such a strong reg. When we were growing up, it was the atmosphere of our childhood. That car is rallycross and a dream car in every aspect. It's perfect in its ratio for its wheels, it's perfect for its body kit. What else can you tell us about Kenneth's car and the memories
Sad.
that this Citroen Zara brings for you?
Well, I think it's when he introduced that in literally.
PWCHL Rabi Jimmy.
Remembered when I was growing up.
Batch car
I
Pata
remember
Chala.
5 years old. I was lying on the floor in the tent and having a screwdriver, poking the wheel. And all
Studious
my
boy.
childhood memories are with that car, and his success, his biggest success.
Adha High PTA Kliga.
During time growing up as well. Seb Loeb is my other hero.
Aka.
That I've been lucky enough to be teammates with and can call a friend today. He raced that and was super.
Damn hopefully
Like I
same.
said in that quote, it is the perfect car. Like we've studied it, people have
Hopefully.
studied it. The length, the wheelbase, the width is great, and the height of it in general is quite low. I think it looks super sporty and cool. So it's like that just for me is what I would love one day to like jump in
Buffering.
and experience what my dad experienced when I was watching him on the tracks around Europe, dreaming to be like him one day, winning European championships.
Timmy, I'm going to throw it back to you right now. We're going to start talking about your rallycross car. We're going to start talking about the Peugeot again. What do you think that your vehicle says about your personality? Because I always find that the kind of car that somebody drives definitely has a connection to who they are. Do you think that you're a match?
I think, yeah, because now we
Ways most proly Nihoga.
developing the Peugeot since the very start. So like setup-wise and technically, it's got my driving style all over it. But also lately choosing to go electric, I think I love technology, I love science, I love physics. Also, it's sustainable, right? So it's good for the environment, which is also important for us. And yeah, it definitely shows who we are in a very good way.
100%. I mean, one of the really cool things was actually I
Rank me
diff
diffbo outfit.
Timmy and Kevin was when I first watched Nitrocross, and it was one of the very first events at Salt Lake City. I think it was it Timmy? You took that event, and then it was Kevin the next time.
Yeah, 2018 I won, and 2019 Kevin won it.
You're watching these guys.
Never
jump
bad to
into
hope.
Nitrocross cars. Was it 50 meters? I think the jump was.
Yeah, it was absolutely massive. And those
Broken
jumps
heart.
had never been done before. So this was like the brainchild of Travis Pastrana coming up with like, let's make kind of motocross inspired tracks, but we drive these rallycross cars on them. And we got there, we saw the jump having been built. So to explain it, they built a big tabletop jump. Then they built an even bigger gap jump to jump over the tabletop. And on top of that, because two jumps on top of each other is not enough, they also dug a tunnel underneath. So it was 3 layers of cars crossing over each other there. But during practice, it was like some people had some scary moments. And I jumped too far one time, landed on the nose, broke everything we had in the front. And we had just traveled over there to the...
Deki show på SMS tonar Allen SE.
those jumps. So I decided like maybe it's safer to go the small jump route, not to risk it. But Travis had an incredible speech with us before the start of the event, because people wanted to take it out, like it's too dangerous, so we can't drive there. But Travis, being the guy that he is, called all of the drivers into his motorhome, nobody else, shut the doors, and he gave like one of these movie speeches, American movie speeches about how we got to do this. And the punchline was we want to be able to tell our kids one day that we were racing when men were men. So let's go out there. Let's do it right now. They're probably going to ban it next year.
No.
But let's race out there. Let's have fun. It's a lot of fear, like going essentially off a cliff. And if you don't carry enough speed, that will be the end, right? But Travis taught me how to jump. So I was taking off in third gear and I was flooring it in the air. I shifted to fourth gear in the air to get a bit of extra.
Kitten await cringe.
And then I could land flat. It ended with a massive battle, me and Ekstrom in the final, but I managed to take him down, cross the line first. Yeah, I was so happy. It was a great event.
Unbelievable. Now, guys, when we're talking about the cars,
HN.
the sport is always moving forwards. Like, how are you refining your cars to keep up with the demands of rallycross?
Everything is very fine-tuned now. It's almost gone too far.
Way Sandate Saranika Hatha Kaishe at Samras Karbach.
Being half tarmac, half gravel. In the 80s or the 90s, it was like an impossible puzzle to solve because you could only have a car that was good on one surface or the other. And it made, you know, these weaknesses of different drivers. You could choose to be fast on the dirt or the tarmac.
No, I don't believe it, broken heart.
So that we don't have to choose anymore. Like we can nail both surfaces and as well as the jump.
I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the Extreme E cars because they are absolutely crazy to look at. They look like something out of a sci-fi movie. But what are they like to drive? I've always been interested to know that.
It's actually, when we first tried that car, we were, both me and Timmy, were the first drivers to test it back in 2019. And we went to actually a rallycross track. It was back...
Always at your disposal. May I suggest an activity driver?
BC2 to bus me by Nihoga. Broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart, broken heart. Baramat feel Kewau. Smiling face with tear, smiling face with tear. TTG now wow. Bye. Bye lol.